Hi friends, I'm Justin, he's Les, and together we're L&J Homestead. We finally made it to the property here. I'm going to turn it over to Les so that he can give you a grand tour of what's going on.
All right, well, first of all, just to let you know, we're at 9,000 feet up in the air. Actually, it's about 8,999 feet, but I'd say that's pretty close to 9,000 feet. So the last few days it's been really cool here. Nights have been getting down into the 20s and 30s, and we're supposed to have some better weather coming, so that's why we haven't had any time to talk to you what's going on out here. But as you know, our truck is here, and this is the truck we use to haul our dink up here. And inside the truck we've now turned it pretty much into being able to have all of our tools in here, and we're going to eventually be able to work and do all of our construction and work in the truck. We have our solar panels out. They're collecting electricity. We're going to have 2 more sets out here that will start collecting electricity to go into the batteries packs that we're going to be putting on the electrical here. We got some cotton tubes. These are the spindles off of spent cotton rolls, and they're free, so we picked them up. So we're going to make some raised gardens out of there. We've got some compost and manure here that we're able to use, and we're going to be getting ready to use our materials to build our gardens. So let's come out here just a minute, and of course we're still unpacking, so around the car we've got everything setting up, trying to get it put away. Now this is the cargo container that eventually we're going to build on the top of here. On the back side, we're going to have a second story, and then the roof is going to slant down and come down to a patio out here. So we'll have a patio that will be about this wide.
What is that?
Top. This is Dog, our little cat Dog, and he plays out here during the day. You may wonder and think that we're cruel because we have him in a cage, but there's a lot of coyotes. There's a lot of eagles, hawks, and bobcats, and of course that would make a great lunch for them. So we don't want him to be lunch. So he either stays in our trailer, in our RV, or out here in his little cage.
Now I'm going to give a panoramic view
Yes, do that.
of the land so that you guys can get an idea of just how gorgeous it is out here.
And if you notice that our nearest neighbors are probably a mile and a half away. Some of them might be a half mile away, but most of our neighborhood is spread pretty far out. Now over here we have a compost. Well, I'll let him finish showing the panorama. Oh, this morning we were able to sit out here with our chimenea and have our coffee. And what's a real advantage to our cargo container is that during the daytime, when the sun comes up in the morning, it reflects off of the cargo container, and so it heats up this area real nice. So even when it was 30 degrees this morning, it was like about 45 over here in the sun. So it made it real convenient for us to be able to sit out, have our coffee in the morning, look out over the mountains. You can turn around and show them there. We get to see that every morning as we
That's where
get up in the morning.
That's where the sun comes up every morning. So
right. So the north over here is the snow peaks, and the snow peaks you see over there, that's heading toward Denver. So that's actually the area north, and a lot of times the wind comes out of the north, which is actually cool in 2 ways. It's cold, but it also brings in a nice breeze that's cool from the mountains. Now we went ahead, out here there's a lot of cattle. This is what's called open range. In Colorado and Wyoming and Montana, they have areas that are called open range. That means that cattle can go anywhere they want, even on your property, unless you fence it in. And I don't mind the cattle coming here because we have a great resource with our compost pile right here. So we can put in, you can see melons in there, and you can see also the cow business, which is the money, and we can walk around with our little cart over here that we got. And we just put that together the other day. We've been working hard out here. We put together our gorilla cart. And this gorilla cart is great because we could go it around, and it also dumps. I'm going to flip it over here so you can actually watch what it does. But what we can do with this is really remarkable for gardening and things. And all I have to do is switch this switch, and it comes up and dumps. And with that, then we can dump our cow manure. And the cows go out here on the property every other day and dump cow manure. And you can take that cow manure with a shovel, dump it into here, and we can take it to our compost pile, and we can use it for our gardening out here. And eventually, when we have our greenhouse. So here we are. We had to put this post out in front of our cargo container because the wind blows this door open so bad. The wind does blow out here, but it works for us. We've been able to clean it up in here.
We really can't show you because we don't have lights in there. It'd be too dark to show anything.
Yet, but we're getting there. Now, I did want to show you a special place. For us out here, this little spot where that
Go ahead and walk over there. Go ahead and walk over there. Because we'll eventually walk to the back side of the property and show them this angle from there.
But what we did here is, this is the very first spot where we put the rocks together out here to make our fireplace in the nighttime. This was where we decided we were going to have our little place to sit and burn wood. And it was just nice to be able to sit at night with our chairs around, have a little campfire under the screen. Of course, you want to be careful of any problems with fire, but it works real good. As you can see, here's a cow pie right there. So there's one we haven't collected. And you can see them out here along the ground, all along the ground out here, where we can use those for compost. We have two generators that run our dink. We have one that we use more commonly because it uses less gas, and the bigger one if we have something we have to do with tools. So the big Furman is the yellow one, and we could use it for running tools and equipment. And the little one just runs basically to charge up the battery on that the solar panels don't get, and it allows for us to have a little electricity, extra electricity.
Okay. Now we're going to walk up to the back side of the property here, and then give you a view of
the whole property
from the back side of the property. We've got 5 acres out here, so it's pretty darn nice. And you guys will be able to follow along with our adventure and what we're actually doing out here and what we're going to build. And if you guys have any suggestions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. And
be sure and like our page and let others know about what we're doing out here, and it'll help them with their endeavors in trying to homestead this wonderful land we live in.
And we're just trying to learn together here.
You see these mounds out here, these are gopher hills, and there are gophers out here. So far we've seen about 6 or 7 different kinds of birds. We've seen gophers, we've seen antelope,
Coyotes.
we've seen coyotes, we've seen rabbits, and so we have a lot out here of nature, which I love. Nature to me is us living with nature and not against nature. And so we want to try to put together a place that can incorporate the most positive parts of human life and not the negative. So we're going to be recycling all of our paper. We'll be burning the paper and then using the ashes in the compost pile, taking the cans in to be recycled, aluminum, if there are some. The remainder we will take into town to recycle, and we're trying to eliminate every aspect of bottles, but there are places where we can also take bottles. But we plan to recycle probably 95% of everything we have out here.
Down in here somewhere we're going to end up setting up our bees.
Yeah, the bees will be right about here. I'm going to go ahead and walk over here. Down in here, right here where they're a little protected from the wind, ends down here, and this will be the area we'll have the bees. And it's kind of got a little bit of the hills around it, and I think it'll be a nice area to have the bees.
Yeah.
And then up here is the post that we've worked out. They have rebar posts, so that big orange pipe is the one with the end of our property. The other one down here, the orange one, that's the end of our property on that side. So it's 360 feet wide and 660 feet long. So we've got quite a bit of land to use out here for whatever we decide to do. So if you look out here, this is our property, and here is our beginning of our homestead. And we hope to get it built up. It'll take us time. Nothing happens overnight, but we'll be working on this over the next few weeks. So stick with us, like our page. Remember, this is L&J Homestead, and we're working with you to build a better world.
I'll just give you a little panoramic view of what we got going on from the backside. Now, we don't own anything past those orange cones there. That marks the boundary of our homestead. But you get an idea of just how gorgeous and beautiful it is out here. Absolutely love it.
And if you hear us short of breath, it's because we're at 9,000 feet. It's a little chilly, so the higher altitude does affect you a little bit. But it's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, friends, we finally made it. I'm glad you've come along on our journey so far. This is, like I say, just the beginning. It's so beautiful out here. We just so excited to start building and getting stuff together. For right now, we're just kind of arranging everything, getting things unpacked from Mississippi, but it's just absolutely beautiful out here.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, share if you want to. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.